What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are about to end our final campaign. Unfortunately, dealing with these rebels is going to be the death of me. We're going to send some troops down. This just gets harder and harder. Legitimacy is lowering, primarily due to all of these cores that are needing to be finished up. Our heir, I believe, Carlos, is now greedy. We have so many rebels and uprisings. We're going to send all of these troops over. Probably produce some mercenaries on this island, if I even can. We'll do 25 days, 25 days. That way we don't have to worry about any fleets. Okay, all of these 72,000 men are moving over to Central Africa. I don't believe... looks like we have some in Tunisia that need to be taken out. You can make your way over. You can make your way over. Who's next? Rwandan separatists because of Ndugo. I spelled that wrong, but that's fine. Speed you up just a little bit. That way we get there somewhat quicker. And 20,000 troops. We're going to have to send some units down that direction in time. This entire campaign would have been a lot easier had I have had humanism ideas. In my next campaign, I'm certainly going to be getting that as one of my first idea groups. Not sure, I mean, obviously I wanted exploration and I needed expansion. But, you know, to get those colonists, but I don't think I don't even know if I needed exploration. Because I was granted a free colonist. I wouldn't have nearly as much land as I do now. Another minor inconvenience. And as soon as we can, we're going to move all of our troops down, liberate what we can. Might as well even produce some mercenaries here. Only because they take 19 days. It's not too bad. I just want these cores to be done. All of our cores have been completed, at least as far as I'm concerned. Okay, all 47,000 troops need a leader. Let's get you someone powerful. We'll liberate what we can. All 72,000 troops can move in. We have some other 21,000 that need dealt with. We need to give you a leader. A weak one should be fine, because we have more troops than they do. Winning battle after battle. Let's check out Madagascar. You could probably be destroyed. You could be split in half. 24,000 troops can be moved into Nakore. Well, taking out what we can. Our rebels in Kumasai need to be destroyed. Or dealt with for the time being. These 72,000 men can move to Munio. There's not many troops left. You can go here. And I'm not sure we even need these mercenaries only because they cost so much money. The province of Cairo is now considered part of our patrimony. Speaking of Cairo, let's convert you, only because I'm kind of sick of taking over your province over and over again. All of you can move this direction. I think we're going to keep one in Bagirimi. You can move down as well. I am going to approve conditions, costing me a lot of income. But of course I'm going to have a lot of permanent taxation, which should be nice. Split you in half. Let's bring both of you together. Dismantle this army. Okay, so now we shouldn't have too many rebels left. All of you can be dismantled as far as I'm concerned, because I believe you are mercenaries. As I was correct. I would like to become the Defender of the Faith, but that's not going to happen. Let's get Kina here to be converted. We'll probably get an Inquisitor as well, if that's even possible. And it obviously is. So let's hire an Inquisitor, so that way all of these missionaries should do a faster job. Okay, so now 54,000 troops versus 21,000. Slowly taking out what we can. I'm going to shift-click you here. Shift-click you here. And I believe we have taken out our last rebel, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm wondering what else we can take within the next 5 years. I could easily declare war on Scotland, take over all of their lands, though I don't appear to have much of a navy anymore. I could produce some additional ships. I might as well. 34 heavies. Let's get 40. Do I even have heavies? Let's go to our production interface. I have 0 heavies, so it would probably be in my best interest to produce 40 heavy ships. Title them heavy. 1,900 ducats. That's expensive. Have them all meet up in Galicia, 1,311 days. When those are complete, we'll probably gear towards our war against Scotland, though we might not have enough time to even pursue that option. We now have Diplomatic Corps. For the rest of the game, we now have cheaper diplomatic options. And I think we're going to get Field Howitzer and 4 Field Rotation. We have now unlocked all of the military ideas and all of the administrative... Excuse me, all of the technology. So there's not too much left in this game. 5 more years. Not too many rebels left either. Of course, I could go into my autonomy map mode, figure out where those are. Looking for some red numbers. Here we are. Here's 1. Here's another. And all of those should fall in time, which is nice to see. Let's send our missionaries to do their jobs. We are making a lot of income, which is nice to see. We own all of Africa. Ay, ay, ay. You know what we haven't done? We haven't taken Cyprus over. Why do we have this person here? Is he creating a corps? No, we have a wasted missionary not doing anything. I wish I would have known that. I wasted about a year or so. And these 24 ships, they don't even have a fortress to siege down. And now you can head back. Yeah, I'm not sure if my ships are going to be completed in time. It looks like 906 days in Garb. This has been quite the campaign. Unfortunately, the Ottomans are going to get first place. We are catching up, but I'm not sure we're catching up fast enough. We have almost double their score. Excuse me, we're making almost double their score per month. But, you know, our administrative rating is much higher than theirs. You know, we really have a lot higher of a score than they do. But all we need is time. An alliance from Bohemia, I don't think we want that either. If I was to declare another war, I would obviously declare on either the Ottomans or France. If I declared on France, I would easily take over all of Brittany, make my way up into Italy this time, and, I don't know. If I were to declare on the Ottomans, I would love to have all of Arabia. But I guess we'll see what happens. One of the only recommendations... I've loved this game. I played it for so long. I would love to see some sort of idea group that would possibly be able to convert cultures. And really what I say about that is I want to be able to not spend diplomatic power. And for example... If I go into one of these provinces, let's say, Malaya. This is a Berber culture. Well, I mean, I've owned this province for 400 years. What I would like to see happen is once we convert a province to our true state religion, which is Protestantism, I should be able to go into my culture map mode and click some button where public offices are only able to be held by Castilian cultures. And of course, that should give me unrest or something bad that I don't want. But over time, it should be very, very slow. We should have a bar that converts culture, you know, over time. And I'm not saying it'll be converted in 20 years. It would probably have to take 100 years or something crazy as the generations die out. And I don't really want to see any purges or anything like that. But I think it'd be a really cool opportunity to really just see what happens. There's no way that we're going to have all of these completed. Let's try to get missionary strength. I don't know how much it's going to help, but another 1% shouldn't be too bad. We could improve our stability, granting us another 0.5. And in any moment, we're about to have Minya as well. $520 days until our last heavy ship has been completed. We are slowly making our way, converting our Coptic provinces to Protestantism. And of course, Cyprus is slowly changing as well. Look at all of these goods being produced and transported. This is wool, and coffee. You can move over to the coast. All three of you can make your way over to this coast. You know, our lands are so big, it would probably be a good idea to have 18,000 troops here, and obviously in Spanish Brazil. Military access from Hungary. Military access from France, I guess. I don't like them very much, but not much we can do. Cyprus has been converted. Are there any other Sunni provinces? There are. We're going to slowly make our way, try to finish those up. We now have 10,000 gold. I think I am going to go ahead and build a few textile manufactories. Not going to get much income. I guess not at all. But might as well just build them because we have money to spare. .57. I wonder if there's really anything I could do to improve the amount of income. Obviously, I can improve the production in some of these provinces, but that takes a lot of diplomatic power. And sometimes that's not really the best option. 0.56. 0.24. Yeah, nothing else, at least for the time being. Let's get our missionaries to where they need to go. We have about one more year until the end of our campaign. We have 2 missionaries. Let's go to our religious map mode, get this province converted, and this province converted as well. 11 months and 11 months. Rosgarib is slowly working. I can finally get superior ship design. Looks like we're not actually going to get all the way through our diplomatic technology. Unfortunately enough, we were kind of far behind. I would like to ask for contributions. I don't think... I could demand diplomatic support, but we really don't have much time to do anything. With our 4,800 ducats, we're gaining 262 every month. We have a lot of textile manufactories being made. Bribes growing more accepted. Finally going to send our last missionary. Change what we can. This has been quite an epic campaign. Oh my goodness. Part of me is happy it's been over, but part of me is kind of sad that we didn't conquer more provinces inside Indonesia, India. It would have been a lot easier had I have gone humanism ideas, and had I have been a republic, that would have been so much easier as well. You know, less rebels mean it's a lot easier to manage. I'd have more manpower. You know, in my next campaign, I'm not sure what I'll go, but I'll probably try some sort of republic. Maybe Venice. I've played Venice a few times. Or maybe even some sort of, you know, kingdom over here. I have played as India once before. I'm not sure where my next campaign will be. Well, we have finally completed this massive, massive campaign. We're going to show our timeline. We had the third largest army. Obviously, we had the largest army if we would have spent our money. Largest navy, most provinces, highest income, highest trade income, highest provincial income. We have a score of 21,000. I think the highest score I've ever had was like 27,000, but I'm really not sure. Let's show my timeline. Started in Castile. We're going to go on fast timeline. This is when I took over Portugal. I think out of all of my wars, I think I lost maybe 1 or 2 wars this entire campaign. I remember I was forced to release Portugal, which was very sad. I had to reconquer them in time. And here we go, moving into Morocco. Had I have had humanism ideas, it would have been a lot easier. That probably should have been one of the very first ideas I would invest in. Tunisia did grow very powerful, I remember that. And I think we had Tlemenkin as a vassal. Slowly making my way around the Ivory Coast, making my way up into France. We now own Sardinia, and of course we do own a lot of Sicily. Oh yeah, another thing I remember is we didn't actually get the Naples inheritance to fire. That was very sad and unfortunate as well. Slowly moving around Africa. Spanish Africa, colonizing as much as I can. And looks like that was where we had to release Portugal and then take them again. I remember these coalitions in this time period were ridiculous. The Ottomans are very powerful, but of course Ethiopia was as well. The Commonwealth, I'm very surprised that we didn't end up going to war with them. And here we are, moving up. Right now, all the coalitions were they were hindering me a lot. Nothing really I could do. Obviously, we now have Dejarid as one of our vassals. We'll soon cede all of Tunisia to you. There goes Katsina. We took them over and then released them as a vassal. We now own Morocco. All of Africa is finally becoming mine. It's kind of crazy how in the next 20 years, how much this map is going to change. And our name is so massive. Look how big that is. Owning all of Africa, Iberia, some of... I never did conquer all of the English Isles. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. This has been a very, very long campaign. I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, it's really amazing having all of the likes and support that you guys come out with. But I hope you all have an awesome day. And I hope to see you in our next campaign. Thanks again, everybody.